What?
I just give you the suspense.
Yeah, we're gonna pause it right there. Hello everyone, my name is Josh.
And I'm Jim.
And this is my father. This is a special edition of Video Editor Reacts, and he has been in the industry for 2.5 times the amount of time that I have.
Yeah, you did that well, that's right.
So today we are going to be reacting to Taylor Swift, Out of the Woods. And this has been requested by many, many of you in the comments, so I'm excited to get into it. Have you heard anything?
I'm excited too. No, I've heard a lot from you, actually. I know nothing about this song. I'm going in totally fresh.
So there's apparently a lot of special effects. That's the extent of my knowledge. And so I can't wait to dig into this.
Well, yeah, and without special effects, what do you got? Just a boring old video. Just kidding. I'm excited too. And I'm glad, thank you for inviting me because this is a big one and I like to make a big splash on the big one. This will be fun.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
So she lost him.
That's impressive.
All right, pause it. Pause it. That's good.
Wait, I can't even hear myself talk.
You can't.
Can you hear yourself in your headphones?
I was saying pause it.
Well, I knew there was a problem.
Right now, as I can see, we're probably on some sort of, I'm assuming a gimbal, right? I mean, we have...
It's a push.
It is a push. We don't have, I've noticed here on the sand, we don't have any footprints from her.
Oh, and so they're either taken out in post or they lifted her up and magically planted her. Also smart because now we got the light in front of her, so there's no shadow of the gimbal, no shadow of the tracks.
Yes.
Everything's out of the light.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah, and so I'm not sure if there's maybe some sort of symbolism that we're actually going behind and we see shadow with. Maybe she's feeling some sort of way and that shadow is representing maybe something here. But yeah, I think in post-production they probably took out the footprints or they just had somebody go, smooth it out.
That would be way too hard because look how smooth that is. It looks like the water has already come in and washed everything away.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I think it's post. And nowadays with Photoshop, you could just say, make magic, and it does. It's so good.
That is amazing. I think that's
got to be 3D, right?
Yeah, that has to be 3D.
Because it's catching light right there.
It is catching light.
And it's got the depth of field going on where it's so narrow that she's in focus, foreground and background are both out of focus. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. So whenever we talk about the foreground and background out of focus, we are talking about the f-stop on the camera. And so the f-stop is just cranked up really, really high. And that's usually what you see in maybe some kind of like a portrait mode that you see on your phone or something, where the f-stop is just higher. It gives you that bokeh effect in the back. Depth of field is kind of what we're doing. And so when we see like this 3D animation, object going here, it's fairly easy to make something like that out of focus, in a 3D space.
Sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but in a 3D space, you can just pinpoint this focal length and then whatever 3D models are going, they're all out of focus until they hit that focal length of where she's at.
Sure, and you could do this. I mean, I work primarily in After Effects, but even with 3D elements in After Effects, you could totally control the camera and make it, dead center. And you can zoom around it and you're always controlling what you're focused on to make sure your things are out of focus. And that was probably irrelevant. But keep on going. That's pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet. And that looks good. Yeah. That looks really good.
Well, I mean, because it's done, there's such a great composite with the colors and the softness. Nothing, one of the easy things to do when you're doing compositing is you're putting something in and making it look like it's there, is you make the darks too dark and they pop right out. You could tell they're fake. You ever watch something you're like, that 3D is so fake. Yeah. But what you do is, one of the keys is to take the darkest black in that picture and make sure that your blacks in your 3D element are not darker than the black in the picture. And so everything is the same.
That's a really good point.
So next 3D project, try that.
Yes.
Okay.
Good transition.
Yeah, it was smart.
It all seems so simple.
Whoa!
We were lying on your couch.
Wow, that is beautiful.
It really is well done. Look at that. Look, the trees in the background are going too.
Oh my gosh.
Should I stop it?
Yeah, stop that. What?
Wait a minute.
Oh no. Here we go.
Here we go again. Wow.
That is a real wolf.
Yeah, that's not CGI.
No.
No.
That looks real.
You know, this is going to sound silly, but I've worked in big productions where they've rented animals and they're like, I need a lamb that'll run and stop and then roll over. And you're like, I need some peacocks. Can you bring me 2 zebras? You know, and
What?
these things are trained. I've even been to a zoo in California where it was just rescued animals that were like used in films. I met the bear from George of the Jungle. I met the lion that they used for Simba. Like they modeled Simba after that. It's just there are acting animals. And
You saw the lion that Simba was modeled after?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's
Oh, I guess I
awesome.
should have told you. And I met the monkey that Abu is.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I wish I would have known at the time.
Did you get their autographs?
No, I wish I would have known. I'm like, what? Yeah, but I got a picture of the bear. It's pretty sweet.
That is pretty cool.
So anyway, all that to say, that's probably bring the wolf on set.
Wow.
Everyone, don't move too fast.
Don't startle it.
Oh yeah, you don't want to startle the wolf. There we go.
Lying on your couch. I remember.
Oh yeah, right there, the trees, yeah. Ooh.
What?
Is that a different scene? Was
Let's
that
go
a
back.
different scene?
It had to be.
Was that a transition? Because that was flawless.
There's some smart storyboarding there.
Wow.
Yeah, that was.
What?
We went from
Oh my gosh.
sunset to night.
That was insane.
That was really nice.
Usually I can tell which frame is
Let's do it. Wait. Oh, it's cut right. There's a split right
There
right
is.
behind her head.
yeah.
So is that a green screen on one side or the other? Or
I think this is shot on location.
she did the flip as many times as it took to do it. Then they just lined up her head, say, hey, this is about the same speed. And you just soften the line in the middle. And she
Yeah.
just turns around. So she did this shot twice on different backgrounds.
Wow.
That's really good.
It is literally flawless.
The rest of the world was
What?
black
Those are
She's
real.
touching them.
Those are real. I think those are real.
gleaming color. And I remember thinking, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods?
Wow.
Can you show me some clothes?
Yep. Are we out of the woods? So it sounds like it's about a relationship.
Wait. Oh,
What?
I just give you the suspense.
Yeah, we're gonna pause it right there. Oh my gosh.
All right, so now we're talking real animals still.
Yes, those are real.
All right, so what did they do? They had to have that wolf jump at something, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's not jumping at her. There's no way.
Right. All right, so you want to go all the way back and talk about she was touching the trees, right?
Yeah, she was touching the trees. I mean, those are definitely. There is some sort of practical tree there, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I think those are practical. There has to be something. Some of them are 3D and some of them are practical. What do you think?
Well, maybe, I wonder if they extended it, right? What if they went ahead and tracked a regular one and then just kind of, put a top. In the some of the early Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, all the sets were like 6 foot tall and they just extended the sets. In fact, they built them and then hired Liam Neeson and found out he was too tall, and they had to add like a foot onto all the sets because it was cutting us right in the middle of his head. Yeah. So every set above Liam Neeson's head was fake, but everything you interact with is real. So she's touching something, and they may have tracked it and just added a moving part to the top, so it felt like it was moving underneath her, and it also reacted to her. It was pretty sweet.
Wow.
It was flawless. I couldn't tell.
really couldn't tell either. That's
No, it looked like it
amazing.
was moving under her fingers. That's amazing. Yeah. Sorry, we're watching it again.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
And I noticed. Did you notice when the wolves were running down the hill, there was like a weed following them down like a tree. It
Really?
was so cool. It was so
Wow.
subtle. The people really cared about the details here. Even you can watch it a dozen times. I bet you pick something new up every time.
Yeah, it seems like it's
Yeah.
that type of video.
Cold.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
See?
there it is. Yeah. That's a beautiful bird's eye view that we just saw. Whoa. Okay. We're in a whole different scenery here.
Yep. Another transition.
Wow. This
Did you see
video is
the,
insane. Yeah.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't know if there's a behind the scenes on this. That when they do the close up and the wolf grabs her dress and tears it, that they had to put in obviously a stunt double in that shot.
Yeah.
I think it's the trainer.
You think it's the trainer? That's, yeah.
It's got to be the trainer, right? Someone that's they're close and they're not going to hurt, and someone that totally trusts the dogs. And so I think it's wolves.
Yeah.
Pardon me, I don't want to offend any wolves out there.
Have you ever seen the transitions where somebody is falling and then it's the match cut frame where it's a whole different environment whenever that person lands in the same exact...
So you're saying that they fall, and by the time they hit, boom, the background's different, but they're
Yeah,
in
it's
the
a whole
same
different
place.
environment. Yeah. I feel like this was kind of a missed opportunity for a match cut right there, because right here, you can kind of tell... I'm going to reach over here.
I want to know, did they attach a camera to her?
Usually speaking, to get this steady of a shot, yes. There's some kind of contraption, probably around her waist or something, that kind of goes up.
Right.
Or they could have just tracked it and just had the camera go down with her and just center framed her.
And then they just did a lot of smoothing, a lot of
Yes,
stabilization.
a lot of stabilization. But right here, we get like a bird's eye view of her landing and the leaves going away, which is still a really cool transition. I'll say that. It's still really cool, but I feel like it was kind of a missed opportunity there.
Yeah, those leaves are fake
Yeah. Yeah.
because not a single one's left behind.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like you're on snow. Those leaves ain't moving.
Yeah, when you land in snow, it's going to like cushion you. It's not going to like
It's
push
gonna
out
poof,
air.
everything's gonna be like, and you'll see snow covering some of the leaves.
Yeah.
This was like it was perfectly. It was a perfect transition. That's what
Yeah.
they're going for.
Yep.
Nice.
Last December.
What? Is that the Misty Mountains?
And look at. Oh, did you see the snow hit the camera?
Yeah.
All back together.
Now they're her friends.
Necklace hanging from my neck. The night we couldn't quite forget.
Whoa.
We decided.
Oh yeah, that's definitely Misty Mountains. That's New Zealand.
What you think?
That's New Zealand.
Okay, let's.
I know Misty Mountains when I see them.
All right, so all the snow is fake.
Yeah, which is fairly easy to do. Like, from a post-production standpoint, I mean, it is just like quite literally an alpha of snow falling.
Yeah, you could just buy a bunch of fake snow, drop it on top, as long as you got the right angle. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes with snow, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I noticed that flare stuck on her eye.
Oh yeah,
It's interesting.
it
All right,
is.
so you want to see New Zealand real quick or no?
Yeah, I do want to see. Do I want to see New Zealand?
Come
real quick?
on, baby. Well, that's our next vacation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great shot.
That is a beautiful shot. So right here we have a kind of like a almost like a knee height, maybe like thigh height kind of camera shot here. And so usually when you're filming something from that angle, you want to show usually it's to show something grand is happening or something big is happening. Right here we see like the environment she's in, the wolves chasing her. We see just everything that she's possibly experiencing, that she's expressing through the words of her music. So I think there's a lot of symbolism here just from a camera angle.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But no scooters yet.
No scooters yet.
Okay. All right, you ready?
There could be a scooter in the background.
You're
We'll never
right.
know with her.
Just keep her eyes open.
Ooh, your necklace hanging from my neck. The night we couldn't quite forget. When we decided.
This beautiful.
Furniture so we could dance, baby, like we stood a chance. Two paper airplanes flying,
Whoa.
flying.
Whoa. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on.
All right, so
Oh, most replayed for good freaking reason, too. I mean, look at that. That's an incredible shot.
right.
How do you think they did that?
Okay, it's a good question. I'm tempted to say you could do it nowadays with, if you had like a really great crane or a drone, but I'm tempted to say this is all inside a studio.
Really? You don't think this shot on location?
Well, can I watch it again and then tell you?
Yes, you can.
The composite's so good, she looks like she's there.
Yeah.
So it's possible it was on location, but she's also barefoot, and yeah. I don't know if they would put Taylor Swift on him. If this was Tom Cruise, yeah, they'd put him on a mountain. But on Taylor Swift, probably not. I mean, we'll see. Let's see.
Does she do all of her own stunts?
Yeah, we should ask her. So she's looking at a upside down mountain shot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Her world is flipped upside down. So we do cut in between those two separate shots. So she could have very well been on the side of a ledge right there.
Right. Oh, because there's a cut right there.
Because there is a cut.
And we
This is
don't
a
know
whole-
how. Oh well,
Man, that's really close.
that's CGI.
That has to be CGI, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Too much wind too.
Yeah, the wind would...
Like, Taylor, you're a little bit closer, but the wind is 75 miles an hour. It's blowing in your face. It's not against your back. You're safe. Trust me.
Now just stand there while the wolves chase you, all right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot the wolves. Are your feet cold, Taylor? Oh, tough. 5 more times.
5 points.
We got this.
Flying, and I remember thinking,
And
That's a completely different shot.
oh,
You
it's
see
the cut.
the cut.
Above the water and below the water.
Yep. So we got this shot right here, and then boom. And we see her. Even her face is behind
You think it's
her
her?
feet, and then boom, she's
Oh,
sideways.
yeah, you're right. It's a complete different cut.
Yeah.
But you know what? It happened so fast you didn't even notice. That's how you tell a story, ladies and gentlemen, without putting Taylor Swift's life in danger.
Yep. Nice.
Good, spin it up.
Yeah.
Whoa. Ah, there's a set.
Yeah. That is a set.
Oh,
Nice. Man. There's so many things happening that I want to pause every 5 seconds.
yeah.
What? We're in a new environment. Yeah, that's good.
We're here from the plants again.
Wow. That was another match cut that was really good. What is going on? Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait, the sun's coming back out. Oh, dang it. She's not out of the woods. The turmoil of this relationship.
Yeah. That. Hold on. Pause on the fire. Pause on the fire.
Okay.
Going back a little bit on the fire. That. I mean, I know they wouldn't put her in a real situation like this, but I mean, it seems like they're risking her life for this music video. So.
It almost looks like her back's on fire.
Yeah.
Did you notice the one shot when she fell, they hinted toward this fire shot. There was an orange shot. It was all by itself. And I'm like, whoa, that's the only time we've seen that environment. And they cut back and it was this scene.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was kind of foreshadowing.
Also, I just noticed, I'm not sure if this is something, look at the little sparks here, they're little hearts.
Oh, you think that's on purpose?
I think that might be on purpose. Everything has a purpose with
Maybe.
these music videos.
Or you watch you go 2 frames and it's like, hey, something
this
totally
is-
different.
yeah.
The I will say that I feel like this is obviously this journey, right? She's like, are we out of the woods? Are we going to? And then all of a sudden she's like, boom, right back into the fire, right back into the snow. And so I don't know if this relationship is going to work. It sounds pretty unhealthy to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope she makes it, but Taylor, you can only spend so much time into a fiery forest. Maybe like, I think this is not good.
Probably bad. Yeah.
Yeah. But boy, I mean, this is how a relationship feels when it goes bad, for sure.
Oh yeah. Just the mud shot alone. If I go back here,
Yeah, let's see the mud.
just the mud shots alone
What's it? Oh, in the rain on the
in
mud.
the rain. I'm not sure if you saw this, but there are like 400 different camera angles going.
Constant.
It's
You think it was like
constant.
how many camera shoot? You think this is a multi-camera shoot, or did they keep setting up?
I think with how fast they were cutting and like this has to be a multi-camera shoot. Yeah, I mean there was just a lot of different camera angles. This could have been filmed on multiple cameras or just on one, and they just completely tore down and reset up with each setup they probably had the same situation go, and she did it multiple times with different camera angles, and then they just
Sure.
sliced it up. But I thought that was super impressive, and like
And they're tracking the plants still.
yes, yeah, the plants are all being tracked. This was just another beautiful shot. I mean, the color grade in this is gorgeous too. Like you could like all the blacks are kind of muted a little bit, and like it, I don't know, it's just very vibrant too.
Right. It all kind of feels very organic. The blues and the
Yeah.
greens together. It's a beautiful shot.
Yeah,
That's. And by the way, was she on like a plant pedestal? What's going on?
that has to be some kind of green screen pedestal that she's.
I meant the symbolism. I'm really not quite sure what that is.
Yeah, that
It's
is-
almost like let's get some victory going on here, and then
Yeah,
all right, let's start.
maybe that is because this is before she
Goes back to the fire.
goes back into the fire. So yeah, maybe she was feeling some sort of victory, and then
And then out of the range, she
Yeah.
rose up out of the mud, and she's on her little plant pedestal.
yeah,
All right, let's go.
yeah. You can tell the music kind of calms down too during that part.
You want to say yes? We are.
Yeah. Remember. God.
I look real.
Yeah. This has to be.
That might be on set.
Yeah. They're definitely there. Little fish in the background. Did you see that?
What?
Ah, that's good.
Hold on.
That is good. Yeah.
When it started, she lost it.
Yeah, she lost him, and then it was her journey, and then, but through losing him, she found herself. Oh, all right.
I like it.
Yeah, that
I
was
like
good.
it a lot. I mean, what happened there at the end with the reverse of the? Is she going back in time to tell herself, "Hey, listen, give it up, let it go"?
Yeah, maybe. This
But-
is,
I just wanted to see the plants go backwards.
yeah, that was, that's incredible.
But you see, the one was still shrinking.
Yeah, it was still.
Yeah, if you could go back and tell yourself, but you know what? She found herself, so
Yeah.
maybe the journey was worth it. I need to go back and read the words again, but it felt like it was painful. It felt like, but then, there's been times in my life when I look back and I say that was the worst time.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful it happened because you're better. I think she must have lived this. She couldn't write it unless she lived it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's really good.
All right, everyone. That was our reaction to Taylor Swift, Out of the Woods. Beautiful cinematic piece. Visual effects were just out of this world.
The more I watch Taylor Swift, the more I'm like, why have I not been watching these before? It seems ridiculous, right? That these things haven't been talked about in our circles, and they probably have.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for inviting me on this because now I just got to go watch a few more because I think She's probably got the best of the teams. Let's do some more of these. These are
Yeah,
fun.
I agree. Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and until next time. I mean, I've definitely seen stuff that I.
Well,
Oh no.
that is awesome.
And so I think this is a story about her losing somebody, obviously,
Yeah.
and then
Wow. I didn't even touch. Okay, then.
okay, not
Now can I do it?
yes, and then after
Headphones on or no?
not until we start reacting.
Okay.
So
That's my reaction. I'm practicing.
practicing reaction. Oh,